Hey everyone and welcome back. Today I'm leaving the cool calm stillness of Oslo, Norway, and I'm crossing the Atlantic to the vibrant heat of Miami. I'm taking you along for every stage of the journey. From a silent, almost surreal check-in to Oslo's premium breakout spaces. And on board, a safety demonstration that keeps me unexpectedly entertained all flight long. I put the Norse menu to the test, toasty and fries in the sky, and of course a true premium service over review. But this flight doesn't stay smooth for long. I'm unexpectedly detained on board by my Norwegian seat neighbours, I'm pulled for enhanced checks, and then I am detained by CBP. Stay with me, this journey may just redefine what you expect from Norse Atlantic. Well, good morning from Oslo Airport. About to check in for Norse Atlantic Airways. We're going to see what Norse has got to offer on the economy cabin, flying from Oslo, Norway, all the way direct to Miami in Florida. Once you clear security and turn left, you're met with Oslo Airport's newest pier. A space that simply didn't exist the last time I passed through. Opened in 2017, this expansion reshaped the airport, lifting capacity beyond 30 million passengers a year and giving Oslo the long-haul presence it's always needed. But what's fascinating is how the pier sits at the crossroads of two worlds. On one side, Oslo handles some of the busiest domestic traffic in the Nordics. Flights to Bergen, Trondheim and Stavanger, even up towards Tromsø. In a country carved by mountains and fjords, aviation's not a luxury, it's a lifeline. This airport keeps Norway connected. Beyond the pier, Oslo's duty-free leans hard into Nordic luxury. Designer fragrances here push past 349 kroner a bottle, a reminder that this is premium territory. And then there's the winter performance gear. Helly Hansen thermal tops priced well beyond 2,995 kron. In Norway, premium isn't just branding, it's built in to daily life to sustain the weather and the coldness. Oslo Airport's family breakout zones offer a calm escape from the rush. Soft play spaces for younger travellers, relaxed seating for parents, and just enough separation to reset before boarding. It's thoroughly designed, Scandinavian style, and proves this airport isn't built for efficiency, it's built for families too. So boarding's underway, an hour before departure, and we're going on the Great Valley, boarding 787 Dreamliner. I've made it.
Oh my god.
Now ready to board Norse Atlantic Dreamliner to Miami, flight 23. Whilst I locate my seat, here is a preview of what's included when flying Norse Economy. Welcome aboard Norse Atlantic. Here's a fresh, fast overview of what's included when flying long haul in the Norse Economy cabin. In Economy, your seat is designed for modern comfort, personal storage and generous legroom, and your own entertainment screen packed with hours of movies and TV shows to enjoy from takeoff to landing. You'll find a USB-A port and there's also a universal plug socket at each row. Tap the button to cycle between multiple levels from bright and clear to soft and tinted all the way down to a deep, comfortable dim. When it comes to food and drink, Norse gives you complete flexibility. You can pre-order meals before you fly and you can purchase snacks, drinks and extras on board in the Norse marketplace. Simply place your order on screen and your selection is delivered by the crew shortly afterwards. Throughout the cabin, LED mood lighting adjusts across your flight to help you feel refreshed when you arrive. Washrooms are clean, bright and modern and include small baby changing facilities for young families travelling on board. Norse Economy gives you comfort, choice and great value, everything you need to travel long haul your way. Today my review is based on the following. I'll be looking at the catering on board, the culture, the seating and the service. I will also be looking at whether Norse Atlantic are disability friendly. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of the review to see how Norse Atlantic scores today.
Good morning to all of you from the flight deck. My name is Bob Rice. Pleasure being your captain today. I'm joined out here by Captain Eric Halbach, and together with our senior second officer Mahar. It's our pleasure to welcome you aboard this flight from Miami. We have a fantastic cabin crew with us today, and they're in charge of the safety of the aircraft inside the cabin. We are just doing a little bit of paperwork out here. We also have a little bit of loading that's still going on, although it's departure time. We are trying to do our best to hurry up. However, we do have a short flight time today, so we are expected to land on time in Miami. Once we're ready, we'll be pushing back, going up to the runway in use, which is called 19 left. It's not a long taxi, but we're heading in the wrong direction towards the south, so we'll do a couple of right turns and then fly towards the coast of northern Canada, then down the coast of the US, and then into Miami. Once the wheels are off the ground, 8 hours and 49 minutes later, we'll be getting down to Miami. Certainly license to flight. This is along our route today, however, we strongly recommend that you do as we do out here and have your seatbelt fastened whenever seated. Also, please insert the seatbelt sign when the sign is illuminated. Do not move around when the sign is on. For now, I hope you're comfortable seated during the flight with us today. Once again, welcome aboard.
Ever since I was stopped by CBP for filming in Orlando 6 months ago, every single entry into the USA has ended the same way. Detained, questioned and given a full baggage inspection. It's awkward, it's humiliating and it makes you feel like an international smuggler. But today, I'm taking my revenge. In my bag is something completely legal, but extremely embarrassing, and I want you to play along. Drop your guesses in the comments right now. What do you think I've packed? All will be revealed later in the review.
Place it over your nose and mouth, and slip the elastic band over your head. And adjust the elastic strap around your head and continue to breathe normally.
The safety demonstration today was, let's just say, a team building exercise in progress. One crew member was doing it one way and the other was doing it another. And for a moment I thought we were about to do the Macarena at 35 feet. Not in sync, not even close, but honestly it was the most entertainment I've ever had during a safety briefing, and I'm sure it'll keep me entertained all flight long. Anyway, I've been allocated a window seat, but I got on board and mother and son were already sat in my row, with the son firmly planted in my seat. I tried speaking to them, but they spoke very little English, and when I tried to reach my seat, there was an absolute resistance. No standing, no sliding out, not even a token leg tuck. Just a solid wall of nope, so there was half of me trying to perform a gymnastics routine in the aisle just to locate my seat. Well, I'll see how things go with my Norwegian neighbours. All being well, things will be better throughout the flight and it won't be Neighbours from Hell Flight Edition. We're just moments away now from the runway, and as we begin to roll onto the runway and the power starts to come up, there's a familiar rush of excitement, the start of another USA adventure, but this time it's mixed with unease. With all these recent press about people being detained and deported in the States, and my last few arrivals have been quite tricky, there's a real worry I could be detained again and potentially deported. It's strange to be even thinking this way, especially when I've visited the United States sometimes up to 6 times per year for the last 26 years. I've never had any problems and it's always been a place that's always felt like a second home to me, and suddenly it's a place that now suddenly feels uncertain. As the wheels lift off from the runway, we are now 8 hours and 47 minutes away from touchdown in Miami. So today I've not pre-ordered any in-flight meal. What I have done is left it so I order something from the snack bar. I can check the response time, what I think of the food, what I think of the prices, and it'll all be in my vlog later on in this video. Do remember, if you are enjoying it, give me a thumbs up, help me grow, and leave me a comment. And if you want to see more reviews like this, do remember to subscribe. Stay tuned, still to come in today's review. As we make our approach towards Miami, we can see the crystal clear waters of the Florida coastline. I enjoy the cabin mood lighting. On arrival in Miami, my baggage is intercepted by customs and I am detained. Will I be allowed in the country or will I be deported and I won't make South Beach? Be sure to leave me your comments about whether you think I make it or I get deported. The Norse in-flight marketplace lets you order drinks, snacks, hot meals, amenities, and even upgrade to extra legroom or a premium seat. It's simple to use, but fair warning, the prices are definitely higher than what you'd expect on most carriers. Today I'm going for the daily sandwich, a cheese and ham toasty with french fries. At $16.50 it's not cheap, so let's hope it delivers. And to be fair, the toasty was generally really good, but the fries, so thin it looks like McDonald's put them on a serious weight loss program. Crispy yes, worth the price? Absolutely not. Your personal in-flight entertainment system is packed with hours of movies and TV shows. Enough to keep you entertained right through to disembarkation. Now it's not on the level of Emirates or Qatar, but this is free and many low-cost carriers don't offer anything like this at all. Simply browse the menu, select your movie or series and you're good to go. The onboard toilets are wheelchair accessible and follow the standard Boeing 787 layout. Even after 8 hours of flight, they're clean and well presented. However, I did notice some discoloration below the soft coast seat and around the sink, something I've seen across multiple fleets of the 787.
Around 40 minutes from now, depending on the traffic, of course. The latest weather is a light winds out of the northwest with a temperature of 32 degrees, that's 90 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a few rain showers around the area, as there always is in Florida this time of year. So it might be a bit bumpy here and there on the way down. We'll try and avoid as much as we can, of course. Besides from that, I'd like to thank you for flying with us today. On behalf of myself and the rest of the crew, Norse Atlantic Airways, it's been our pleasure having you on board, and we hope to see you on board one of our flights really soon. Have a pleasant day and a nice day in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, or wherever your destination might be. Thank you.
Well, that's now descending through 34,000 feet down for making our way to Miami this afternoon. The Atlantic below turns into a sheet of glass. Crystal clear water wrapping around the Florida coastline. It's one of those moments that reminds you just how close the adventure really is. Inside the cabin, the soft mood lighting washes everything in calm. That gentle glow is grounding, especially for neurodiverse travellers. Easing the senses, slowing the mind and making landing feel far less overwhelming. The cabin is now fully prepared and the crew have taken their seats for our arrival into Miami. And here we go, we're moments away from touchdown. So far the weather is looking really good, but depending how long I am in the terminal, if I get detained, might mean that when I get out it might be pouring, but fingers crossed it remains like it is and I don't get detained, but stay tuned to find out. I am apprehensive about being detained and stopped by customs and border protection, but if I do, I have that little thing in my bag, but it's a good prank. Welcome to Miami International Airport, where the local time is 2:45 PM and the outside temperature is a warm 32 degrees centigrade, otherwise known as 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you think the journey ends there, think again. Stick with me, because what happens next with US CBP is something you really don't want to miss. As we taxi to our parking gate, now is the perfect time to gently remind you about the like and subscribe button. If you've enjoyed this Norse economy review so far, it would help massively if you were to hit like and share this across your social media channels. It will make my content more available to more people to watching it. And if you want more Where's Martin content, don't forget to hit subscribe. It's free, and turn on the notification bell and drop a comment. I read every single comment, and switching on the notification bell means you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. As the aircraft disembarks, my Norwegian neighbours from hell still haven't moved. Seatbelt sign off, nothing. If only aircraft came with a seated jet button. Stay tuned, still to come in today's review. I'm detained by US CBP, questioned, and my entry hangs in the balance. Will I be allowed to enter and go to South Beach, or will I be deported and making my way back across the Atlantic this evening? But on arrival, my suitcase is intercepted. And remember that legal but highly embarrassing item I packed for revenge? You'll see that very soon too. And will I make it to South Beach? Tell me your predictions now. Is it entry granted or entry denied? A very elderly passenger travelling alone had been waiting some time for special assistance. So the crew brought her forward to wait safely and comfortably, ensuring she wasn't left alone. A small moment, but one that really shows care and compassion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Well, welcome to Miami Airport. We've now made it. A couple of people sat next to me didn't get off the aircraft straight away, so I was actually one of the last people to get off the aircraft. However, it doesn't mean we can have a leisure walk down to immigration and collect our baggage. As we can see, the British Airways Airbus A380 has been prepped ready for its flight back to London Heathrow. Will be later today. For a low-cost airline, Norse's offering is quite extensive, as when you fly the likes of Ryanair, EasyJet, Wizz Air, none of them offer you in-flight entertainment, so Norse is on a plus there that do offer you in-flight entertainment. As I arrived at immigration, the moment my passport was scanned, I was directed straight to secondary inspection. I waited for almost 2 hours, questioned intensely, and treated as though my spotless 26-year travel history to the USA meant absolutely nothing. They opened my luggage, not even scanned it, just unpacked it and commented on items inside like it was a fashion show. But my round is still to come. Then they reached my small travel bag. Without looking, the officer reached inside, pulled something out, looked at it and froze. Her face absolutely dropped. I'm fed up of being intercepted by customs and CBP for doing nothing wrong but simply filming at Orlando, so I thought let's have some fun and let's prank customs back. They can be as embarrassed as I was. I was finally heading for South Beach after all. Overall, my Norse Atlantic economy flight across the Atlantic was genuinely very good. The neighbours, not Norse's fault. The seat, comfortable. The crew, absolutely fantastic, polite, attentive and genuinely customer focused. Catering I'll give 3 out of 5, the toasty was great but the fries was a crime scene. Cabin culture gets 4 out of 5, strong branding, identity and a great atmosphere. Seating comfort gets a 4, great legroom and space in economy. And service in economy, easily 4 out of 5, impressive throughout. I found Norse to be extremely disability friendly. Medical seating and medical baggage were arranged with just one email. Simple, quick and respectful. Unlike other airlines that wait until 72 hours before departure to help, Virgin, Norse handled everything up front with no stress. Would I recommend Norse? Absolutely. And do I feel that they're leading the way in the industry with how they're attending to people with additional needs? Absolutely again. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and leave a comment. Your engagement helps this channel reach more people who might genuinely benefit from this content. If you want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe. It's free, turn on the notification bell and share us across your social networks. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.